Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Greetings, my dear beloved children. Today I would like to talk to you about one more phenomenon of modern society that is fraught with danger invisible at first sight. And at issue will be principal change of education system, which leads to general spiritual destitution. Perhaps, you have noticed the huge gap between the older generation that received classical education and young people who are deprived of it. By the expression classical education I mean what is deprived of digitizing of all kinds. So, in the absence of computers, mobile phones and other electronic devices, children and the youth got information from books and their teachers. And it was enough to teach them thinking, since a person who takes a book gets completely plunged into the knowledge new to them, unintentionally bringing it into a system and carrying out comparative analysis. This is how the human brain works. It digests information thoroughly, especially if it is presented in a literary form in a bright and beautiful way that gets later settled in their consciousness and subconsciousness in an interpreted way now. Then, discussing the things read, pupils exchanged opinions, impressions, and conclusions in class. As a result, a live discussion arose, which enriched its participants even more, at the same time training children to listen to others' opinions and be able to ground theirs. Compulsory reading of literature facilitated the development of language skills, extension of word stock of people and their literacy. Teaching stuff of those times was quite efficient because the profession of a school teacher or university professor was respected and prestigious. Well, what is going on now when live communication is substituted for soulless electronic gadgets by means of which in one click it is possible to find any information, the answer to any question, not being bothered with reading books or textbooks? The things that are, in fact, going on are that a person does not need to make any mental efforts getting everything ready, and from a thinker and creator they turn into information consumer. Especially ruinous became the introduction of knowledge checking system when the correct option should be chosen among several ones. It deprives a person of the ability to think deep and thoroughly, giving a considered and extended answer to the question asked. Instead of this, they limit themselves to superficial knowledge that is enough to guess, not feel the answer keenly. As a result of such a castrated education system, there have already grown up several generations of people who cannot express their thoughts vividly, figuratively, and correctly since they were not trained to read, who cannot approach their work in a creative way since they were not trained to think in an open-minded and free-scope way, and who cannot make a full-fledged communication with other people as they had no experience of opinions and impressions exchange in respect of the knowledge received. So, gradually, human communication, both direct and indirect by means of reading literature, was substituted for one-sided application of soulless electronic devices that have become integral part of every contemporary individual's life. And next time we will talk about the influence produced on the human health and psyche by the substitution of live communication for virtual, and about the energy it features. Loving you endlessly, Father Absolute spoke to you.